The greatest fear most men have about themselves. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, got this question from a short time subscriber. And he wanted to know what's one of the biggest mistakes men make with women today. I mean, there's a lot of them, but this is one of the biggest ones is what I'm about to talk about in this video. And P.S. by the way, like, subscribe, click the little bell below. That way, when I come online or upload any new form of content, you won't miss out. So, we can talk about all the social aspects of interacting with women, being a man, and how you carry yourself, and I mean, you being a provider, and charm, charisma, wit. We can talk about all that stuff. Great. All that stuff is great. But even before you get to that, most guys make the mistake, and it's out of fear too, and it's most guys are afraid to reveal who they are at the core and what they think about who they are and what they think about. They're afraid of that, and a lot of reasons for that. A lot of times, a lot of guys, it starts off that way. It starts off where it's like, hey, you see this very attractive woman. He approaches her, gets to know her, dates her for 6 months, a year, or two. Then he moves in with her, gets married to her, whichever one comes first. Then while they're living together, really the whole time it was kind of like a facade. He didn't really show who he really is or who he claimed to be. He just had a representation. And what usually happens is once a woman picks up on that, she starts doing the same thing too. Because you by default, you give her permission to be that way. Because you're dishonest, she's dishonest. If you're being dishonest, she's like, okay, I can do that too then. And that's why a lot of relationships don't last, because a lot of times how you start off is how it's going to finish, or how it's going to end. In most cases, it's only a matter of time when it's going to end and how. It's going to end. Because if you're supposed to be the leader, you're the man, you're supposed to, kind of be the guide and show your leadership skills and all that good stuff. A woman, that's not really a woman's job. Now, they'll do it if you're not doing it. Maybe you're being passive aggressive. Maybe you're very undecisive. Oh, I don't know. She asks you, hey, where you want to eat tonight? I don't know. What you want to eat? She's like, I don't know. You don't have any type of idea? You sitting there, you said, well, what are you in the mood for? A woman they don't really want to make decisions like that. They would prefer you to have some type of idea. You don't necessarily have to know where to go, but have some type of idea what you like to eat. That way, she'll have some ideas where y'all could go, or maybe she'll cook something. But if you don't have no idea, she don't really want to get into all that. But if you're that type of guy, that's not good, man. It's not good living your life being passive. You're all over the place. That's what women do. You're a man. You're in your DNA to lead. You're not supposed to be indecisive all the time. I'm not saying you're supposed to know everything all the time. No. But if you're like, you have no desires, no goals, no dreams, nothing you want to do, you just want to just work. Come home, look at TV, look at football, you know, you don't really want no family, no kids. You just want to die off. And when you die, it's like you will never hear. I mean, some guys are like that. If that's the case, okay. But most guys are afraid to say what's really on their mind. They're afraid to say that they want a threesome. This is an example. They're afraid to say what type of fantasies they probably want. They're afraid to say where they would like to travel, some type of endeavor, some type of business they want to start, or something they want to do on the side outside of work. They're afraid. You know why they're afraid? Because a lot of times they'll say, well, I don't want to hurt her feelings, man. Look, if you can't be yourself around somebody, maybe y'all ain't supposed to be together. Y'all should have never got together. Nobody can beat you as being yourself. So if you can't be yourself, man, you're in trouble. That's a very stressful way to live. A lot of guys, so if they won't say what's really on their mind. So you know what they do? Sneak out. They'll sneak around until they get caught. And then they'll be like, well, when they get caught, they'll turn around and justify why they were sneaking around. I say, look, you're better off just being honest and saying what's on your mind. Because if she doesn't like it and she leaves you, she was going to leave anyway. If that's the case, she was going to leave anyway. So rather you sneak around and get caught and she leaves, or if you be honest with her and leave, she was going to leave anyway. In most cases. She just found an excuse or reason that she could justify why she could leave. That's all. So she's doing you a favor if she's willing to leave so easily over just an idea, something that you thought about, something that you haven't even done. It was just an idea. You're like, hey, I want to do this and that. I want to do something different. Maybe get another girl involved. Whatever. I'm not saying you should do it, but just an idea. If you throw out an idea to a woman and she threatened to leave you and she flip out on you, she wants to leave anyway. So let her go. She's doing you a favor. The quicker you get her out of your life, the better off you be. And I can guarantee you it is. The next woman you meet is going to be 10 times better. You know why? Because you're going to get better. Because what happens in most cases, when people walk out of our lives, that gives us time to mourn and get better. And when one door closes, another door usually opens. And it usually brings in more better people, quality people. You're a better person because you didn't let the past break you. It'll make you or break you. You didn't let it break you. So either you're going to get stronger or weaker. They said pressure bust pipes. So that's what it is. If you can't be yourself around anybody, who you going to be? Nobody can beat you at being yourself. So who are you going to be, man? So, and keep in mind, if you can't be yourself, nothing you do is going to work. Business, it's not going to work. Side hustle, it's not going to work. Your relationships, nothing is gonna work. You're gonna have to always start all over again. It's not gonna happen. You can't beat Mother Nature. If you can't be yourself, nothing is going to work. It's always gonna crash, crumble. You can't even make a lot of money if you're not being yourself. Oh, you might have a good run. You make a couple $1,000s here and there. But you're going to find a way to lose it all. You're going to lose that job. You're going to find a way to lose that money. I've seen it happen over and over. It happened to me. I made a bunch of money and I found a way to spend it all because I thought I had to become somebody else. I thought I had to become some brand new person. I thought I wasn't enough to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And then I made that shift and I was like, oh, I can actually be myself and do this. I don't have to portray like I'm somebody living in the Hollywood Hills or something like that. I don't come from that. I'm from the country. I don't have to act like, I'm a rapper or entertainer or something like that. I can be myself. And that's what I did. And I never had to start all over. And this happened 20 years ago. It works. This works. This is universal. This is scientific. This is not my opinion. I get emails all the time. People say, hey man, you changed my life. I met the girl that I wanted. We having a baby. We're getting married. I've gotten hundreds of emails like that. Hundreds and hundreds of emails like that. Hundreds and hundreds, man. So hey, if you like this video, share this video. Check out click the join tab below this video. And if you need any help, you can get at me that way. And I'll send you a free book along with those options below. Read all about it. So click the join tab, read all about it, and I'll see you on the other side. I'm out. Peace.